The Tabletop TV program is for mature audiences only.
Okay, cameras are rolling. We're live in 3, 2...
Thanks for tuning in to Tabletop TV.
Welcome back to Tabletop TV, the only TV channel where, hey, maybe the jump scares are just the friends we made along the way. Last time on Tabletop TV, our party saved Mouse from the jaws of death. After sprinting across the station and opening literally every single door in the process, Private Cormac Toadvine was able to rush Mouse to the med bay before Richard FYOOKS, the ship's corporate overseer, could attempt to perform surgery on him with a fork and knife. During a period of downtime, PP phoned the incoming P-Tech shuttle and learned they would be reaching the station in about an hour or two. 82 made Mouse a new arm. Mouse cleaned, despite several doctors telling him not to, and Richard FYOOKS went digging around in some top-secret corporate databases to learn more about Fiji. Turns out, Parent Technologies wants to capture Fiji so bad because it's one of their escaped experiments from a different research facility, and Fiji could potentially be the key to biotechnological immortality. Man, all of a sudden, 1 million credits feels like not enough payment. However, our heroes may not live to see that paycheck, as last we left off, the effects of the radiation began to rapidly age the party. Except for 82, of course, who is literally built different.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tabletop TV podcast. I am your host and GM for this evening, Reed B, and today I am joined again by...
Hi, my name is Borb, and I'm going to be playing PP Cormac Toadvine.
Hi, my name is Colton, and I'm going to be playing FYOOKS.
Oh crap, oh god.
Oh, fuck shit.
Hi, my name is Sid, and I am playing 82.
I'm Hudson, and I'm going to be playing M04S3, or Mouse.
Mouse.
And now we return to the frightening future presented to us by Mothership. We hear klaxons. Loud, blaring alarm klaxons echo through the tunnels of Barnum Station. Flashing red lights reflect off the well-polished chrome floors as panicking crew members sprint through the belly of Barnum's subaquatic tunnel network. As our camera moves through the pandemonium, we watch Barnum employees drop. One falls to their knees, clutching their chest. Another falls over themselves, as they seem to have entirely forgotten how to use their legs. One, and then another fall to the floor, succumbing to this invisible airborne killer. Our camera dips, bobs, and weaves through the sprinting Barnum employees. We hear over the intercom,
All crew members evacuate to the second floor. I repeat, all crew members evacuate to the second floor. The first floor has been compromised.
Outside the medbay, we see security officers slinging patients over their shoulders and rushing them to elevators. And we see others on duty who are frantically ushering staff towards ladders or stairwells leading to the second floor. However, there is one officer who is doing neither of these things. His name is Private Cormac Toadvine, and he is currently writhing on the floor, having a heart attack. Toadvine, as you look up, the world around you becomes blurry. The concerned faces of Mouse and 82, as well as the disgusted face of Richard FYOOKS, all appear as if they're distant memories. It all gets fuzzy, and as your life begins to flash before your eyes, the cascade of klaxons and dancing red lights begin to morph as the world around you fades from lucidity. And we are transported to a new scene. A memory. "20 years ago, and 200 light years from where we are now, we see a Class X spaceport floating through space. Absolutely covered in spotlights, gemstones, disco balls, neon signs, flashing rave lights, and any manner of object that reflects light. The most bedazzled space station you've ever laid eyes on. And a name is plastered in large glowing neon text on its hull in many different places that reads La Bessa Nova. Our camera flies through the station's open airlock, and we are beholden to a ritzy, glitzy space casino for the high class to hit a new low. Androids in Playboy bunny outfits cart drinks around to wealthy tycoons in clean tuxedos. There's a floor dedicated to walls and walls of the most elaborate and expensive slot machines you have ever seen. TVs across the entire station are broadcasting live footage from the horse race happening on the 3rd floor of La Bessa Nova, where various fucked up genetically modified space horses are being raced against each other and bet on by wealthy patrons. And this whole time we hear cries of, "Jackpot! I'm going all in," and "Oh my god, I'm ruined," as various patrons strike gold or strike out at blackjack, poker, slot machines, horse race gambling. And our camera carves through the pandemonium found in this hedonistic bed of sin to focus on one man standing confidently amidst the chaos. Borb, describe to me what PP Cormac Toadvine looked before it all went wrong.
So this is back when Toadvine had a full head of hair. He's standing in this casino with a white rhinestone suit, mirrored glasses, and a gorgeous martini in his hand, sweating bullets. He's down quite a bit of money, but he's borrowed from a lot of different people in the casino a very large sum of money, and he's trying to earn it back. He sees the cards come down, and just like that, it's all gone. Then, in that moment, his heart feels a little bit like it does in the current moment at Barnum. And that's appropriate because even then, he was picturing what his life would be like at Barnum.
We cut to a news scene a couple weeks after this one.
You were sitting in an office, strapped down by your wrists and around your waist and your neck. This is the operating table at P-Tech recruitment facility. And you see there is a doctor with a big gray evil twisty mustache looking at a clipboard and saying, "So you're familiar with the list of necessary enhancements we're going to have to install in you, yes, Toadvine?"
What are you gonna do to me?
Well, as we invoiced you, you should be aware that we are going to have to install a list of augmentations before we can enroll you in P-Tech's employment suite. This is including but not limited to robotic exoskeleton, let's see, the thought corrector. On top of that, we would install a new voice box somewhere close to your lungs. You read through all of this, yes?
You're a sick man. Do whatever you want to my body. You'll never break my spirit.
Okay, yes, calm down, Mr. Toadvine. Or as you will come to be known, PP.
That's ridiculous.
And he slides kind of an anesthesia mask over your face, pulls out a scalpel, and gets to work. And by the time the operation is complete, we see a private Cormac Toadvine who looks much more familiar to the current visage we are beholden to, including a screen on your chest that openly displays the number of credits you have to pay off before you are freed.
Can I ask a question about this scene? Did he remove Pee-Pee's hair? Is that what you're implying?
I just wish they wouldn't have taken my hair.
Awesome.
And I think in that moment, PP Cormac Toadvine, your heart also probably felt kind of a similar way.
Yep. I've been here before. I know how it goes.
As in our shot, you jerk up from the operating table. In the present, in the real world, you jerk up from the floor where you have been knocked unconscious, clutching your chest. And then Mouse, 82, Richard Fucqs, you watch as PP shoots back to consciousness.
Oh shit! You okay, boss?
Pee-Pee, I am so glad you are okay. I hope.
I when you hit the ground, I had your head rested on my thighs. I hope that is okay. Don't want to be weird about it.
Another wonderful day on the Barnum sub.
I was under the impression that today was rather terrible.
The first floor has been compromised. Please evacuate to the second floor. The first floor has been compromised.
Hey, Mouse, what floor are we on?
I check. Yeah, I check the wall. We are on the first one.
Perhaps we should make our way to the second floor.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Can PP move, or is he still kind of down? Do we need to help him?
So, I mean, Borb, do you want to read what heart attack did to you mechanically?
Yes. I would love to read that. My maximum wounds have decreased by 1. I also have gained minus on all rolls for 1d10 hours. Also, my minimum stress has gone up by 1.
Minus is code for disadvantage in all Mothership text. So if you'd like to roll, do you know how to turn a d10 result into a d5? And a 1 through 2 is 1, 2 through 3 is...
Yeah.
Roll up that real quick and mark that down. That's how many hours you're going to have disadvantage on all rolls for. Cool. In the heat of this moment, people are sprinting past you left and right. What do all of you do? Staying here any longer will make me force you to make body saves again.
Not me.
I think Richard
fucking
FYOOKS
running.
gets up and he goes, "Somebody help! Get these pills that I dropped on the floor. I need them, but I can't fucking use my hands."
Wait, I'm sorry. What do you want to happen?
Why can't he use his hands?
I dropped my radiation pills on the stupid freaking floor. PP, you're off your break now, right? So can you just pick these up? You're close to the floor already.
You got it, boss!
Cool. One final thing I'd like to address.
I dropped my pills. Somebody, please aid me.
As PP loyally and robotically, powered by his thought corrector and exoskeleton, picks up these pills for his corporate overlord. One thing I would like to address that I forgot to address at the end of last session, Richard FYOOKS, you've been taking radiation pills.
Yes.
Which would you roll a d5 for me, which you can do in the wonderful Mothership Companion app, or you can do with a real d10.
I got a 1.
Okay. You didn't want that.
Oh.
So the effects of this radiation will be suppressed for the next minute. So the next 60 seconds, your hands will not be shaking for the next 1 minute.
Oh, perfect. Plenty of time.
You feel the pill kick in as it stabilizes your shaking, jittery hands, and you feel the effects of the radiation slightly lessen. Your body is definitely growing older, but it's not mutating as violently as it was before.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Where are we going?
Up.
No,
2.
I suppose never mind. I'm sorry. Let's go. You're stupid. Ignore me.
Wait, Mouse, where would you like to go, Mouse?
I was going to talk about taking the vents, but then I realized that Fiji is probably in them still. So, not a great idea.
Yeah, look down at your body, Mouse.
I look down at my mangled legs and I go, another problem, I have a lot of upper body strength.
Well, we better get a move on because this floor is contaminated.
Yeah.
82, would you give me a hand? I ain't moving so good.
Of course, PP. I am happy to help. And I'm gonna scoop him up in my little arms like a baby.
Like a little
Like a little baby.
You scoop up PP Cormac Toadvine like a little metal bald baby, and you quickly cart him to the nearest route to floor 2. That is a ladder, unfortunately. The closest way to floor 2 is a ladder. There is nothing mechanically that says PP Cormac Toadvine cannot begin operating normally now, though.
Oh, I'm putting him on the ladder. I'm holding him, then I'm just gonna shove him onto the ladder and make him grab a hold of it and start climbing.
Yeah, I really just needed help getting up, so
Well, you
thank
said
you.
you needed help with everything, so I assumed you wanted me to care. But yes, of course, PP, here you go.
You're doing just fine, 82.
Does Mouse need help too if his legs are all fucked up?
I did mess up. It's my hip that's messed up, not my legs.
Okay, hips, legs,
Yeah.
potato.
Yeah, the only thing that does is it gives me disadvantage on speed checks. So I think I should be fine in getting up a ladder.
I was gonna say I can drag
Yep.
Mouse up the ladder.
Do you want to put me in a baby Bjorn?
Yes.
I'll go to baby Bjorn.
Cool. So In the 5 minutes it takes for you to put Mouse inside of the baby Bjorn, I'd like you to make 5 body saves for
Okay,
me.
I go up the ladder. God damn.
No, you're ruining all the fun.
Cool. All of you, quickly, with labored breath, pull yourselves as quickly as possible up this ladder closer to the surface, and inside of this tight, claustrophobic metal cylinder, you're dragging your bodies up. Red light is blindingly flashing around you in the metal tube, and the klaxons are blaring loud as a fire alarm in your ears. And finally, you pull yourselves up into a hallway on floor 2. And I'll move your tokens so you have a visual reference on the Mothership Companion app.
Wow, you're telling me the Mothership Companion app can even provide visual references for quick, easy gameplay?
They aren't paying us.
It's true.
God damn it.
Look, I really considered reaching out to literally anyone on the official Mothership team and going like, hey, if you give me $1, I could legally say that you sponsored the next episode. But I didn't have the balls, so maybe I'll do it later. You pull yourself onto floor 2, and as you do, the pneumatic door sealing the gantry-way you just crawled up previously hisses shut behind you, sealing out whatever airborne substance was floating around on floor 1. And the 4 of you are spit out into a moment of relative safety. You're surrounded by confused station goers, most of which were scientists and Barnum employees who are milling about the halls, checking their injuries, many of which look distinctly older.
Did they go to that beach that makes you old?
That classic beach.
That's probably what it was.
Yep.
I think Richard Fuchs instantly tries to beeline for the luxury lodging because he is convinced that his safe space will save him.
Wait, so his logic is that, like, if I get in my comfy little bed, then all of the problems will go away?
My luxury spa pod it'll take care of all these stupid wrinkles that have appeared on me. I'll be fine.
I think the reason that this has worked for you in the past is you encounter a minor inconvenience and then just seal yourself in a cryopod for a long enough amount of time that they have to deal with the problem without you before coming back out.
It works every time.
Cool. You beeline down this hallway, and here, I'll move your token for you. And you have to shoulder check kind of a couple different people who are in your way in this tightly packed hallway.
Get out of the way, peasants. I mean, valued employees, but get out of the way.
And you through the next door into Barnum Commons. Richard Fuchs, you are beholden to a bit of a concerning sight. You see pirates with kind of this particular crew is demarcated by the fact that they all have kind of like dyed their hair with a similar color palette. All of them have like blues, yellows, and oranges, kind of like warm coral colors demarcating their hair. And many of them seem to be boasting firearms. And you see specifically 3 of them standing on top of a like cafeteria table in Barnum Commons, surveying the whole place, going, "Everybody stay fucking calm! Everybody stay calm! This room is now under the dominion of Captain Plub Crimming of the Big Tuna, and we just need everyone to stop freaking the fuck out!" And they are the only ones talking in this room. Everyone else is dead quiet. And as you walk into the room, 2 guns are immediately pointed at you, Richard Fucks.
Excuse me. Who's your supervisor? This is unacceptable company behavior.
My allegiance is to the captain.
Sorry, maybe you didn't understand me. Who is your captain? Should I speak slower to you?
Plub Crimming, you daft bastard!
Is Plub Crimming on the crew roster, or is he just completely divorced from Barnum Incorporated?
Plub Crimming was someone who was passing through and then got arrested by PP Cormac Toadvine in Barnum Commons because he wanted to like steal Fiji, but was incredibly drunk and quite inept.
Nice.
But they escaped because 82 opened all the doors, so they're not in jail anymore.
In the silence that follows him shouting, like the captain is plum crimming, the only sound that can be heard is a high-pitched whine. Cormac's machine gun is spinning up, and it can be audibly heard from where he stands in the doorway. You just hear...
One of the pirates looks to the other pirate and goes, "Is that your radio going off? What be that sound?" And another one of the pirates goes, "It's him."
You're goddamn right it is.
Cool. What do you do bursting into the room?
I warned y'all once.
We're going to fuck you up.
This can all be sorted out reasonably, I'm sure. You have to understand, you're outnumbered. Us, all 5 of the crew members of Captain Plub Crimming's submarine have taken both commons and the sub-bay captive, so don't do anything crazy.
Actually, you're outnumbered about 300 to 1, and that's just one mag.
That's such a hard line.
Get in the vents.
Get in the vents!
Get in the vents.
You want us to what?
Get in the vents.
You want us to get in the vents?
Get in the vents.
Like,
There's something I'm looking for in there. And that's, if you present it to me, that's the only way you're going to turn my frown upside down.
one of them is gonna roll like a morale, this is called an instinct check for creatures. You ain't gonna take me down without a fight!
Can I roll to turn him into Swiss cheese?
Cool. Here's what I'll say. This is actually going to be a series of 2 skill checks, because this is a quick draw, and I think speed feels very appropriate here. You can roll speed and add your combat training. A success means you get your shots off first. A failure means that he will get his off. After that, we will roll damage and all of the related combat rolls.
Would you allow me to negate my disadvantage for this check because I'm not only trigger happy, but have the gun trained on him and ready?
I think the hard-ass line, as well as both of their immediate fear of you and relative jitteriness at being confronted with a military superpower, yeah, we can say you get advantage on this roll, which means you just roll flat here.
Okay. I fail.
Cool. You know, there is actually a rule for contests in this game where the one who rolls lower is the victor. So to give you the benefit of the doubt and use the correct mechanics, I'll roll for these guys. And tell me what you rolled, please.
So I rolled a 45, which is exactly the number that my, 35 plus 10 is a 45.
Right.
So.
This guy actually rolled a 60. So I think while that would normally be a failure, I think a contested check makes significantly more sense for a quick draw. And I am going to consider this a W for PP Cormac Toadvine. Would you please roll some damage for me?
All right. The damage that I have rolled seems to be a 22.
That's so much. Yeah.
That's my general purpose machine gun for you. My Overmatch Arms SW512 general purpose machine gun.
That is 4d10 damage. Wow, that's a good roll on 4d10.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. With 22 points of damage, I'm going to say that you absolutely carve through both of them. Neither of them actually had that many hit points. Neither of them were Marines of any kind. 22 is more than both of them had cumulatively.
So, no worries if not. Is there a way I can only shred the one of them and then make the other guy go into the vents?
Certainly. And in fact, describe how you do that while I put your drums back on.
So he's saying, "You're not going to take me without a fight." And the punctuation of his sentence is, "Brah!" and he's just simply no longer there. And to the other guy, I say, how about you?
Where's the closest vent?
Mouse?
So if you look to your right, you will find a vent in the ground. Don't worry, the screws are pre-loosened and the entryway is a little bit oiled up for ease of access. Have fun, good luck.
Okay, when am I allowed to come out?
There will be a creature in there that is more frightening than anything you have ever seen, except me. Bring it to me.
Best of luck in the vents.
Cool. He salutes you and goes, okay, Captain?
My rank is Private, PP for short.
That's not funny. That's the coolest shit I've ever heard. And I don't think that that's funny. And he begins inchworming himself towards the closest vent.
Mouse, 82, thanks for backing me up.
Of course, PP. I am
I
happy to
have
help.
just realized your rank is like penis. that is crazy.
That's correct.
That is the most wild thing I've ever
Of
heard.
course, Mouse, you have not heard of this before?
Mr. Fuchs, thank you for taking point.
Of course. Now let's go.
You hear a smattering of applause come from the commons as there were a couple station goers who were like laying down on their backs in a hostage room situation. Who kind of get up and go, yeah, woo, yeah, Toadvine, why'd you send him in the vent?
Y'all gotta go somewhere else.
Well, in the moment, we didn't really have a...
Nope. Try not to be anywhere at all.
Well, there aren't that many ways off the station, sir.
I have an idea. Would you like to go in the vent as well? And she hits him with the smile that she's been hitting everybody with.
Cool. This tween who was working the Barnum breakfast burrito stand, whose face is absolutely covered in acne, who has been sobbing for the past 5 minutes as basically his entire world has collapsed around him, looks up at you and goes, you want me to go in the vents?
No, I do not want you to. I was asking if you would like to.
I don't want to then. I don't want
Then
to.
go somewhere else, as PP has asked.
Okay, man. God damn it. I should have mowed lawns. I should have mowed fucking lawns.
Yep. All right, Mr. Fuchs, lead the way.
With pleasure. And I think as Richard Fuchs is beelining out of the room, he steps on a few hostages who haven't gotten up from the floor yet.
Ow! Fuck, man! Ow!
It's Fuchs.
My. What? What?
Oh, never mind.
As you're passing through Barnum Commons, you do hear shouting and ruckus coming from the sub bay, as you hear what sounds like 3 more pirates, one of which is very distinctly Plub crimming, going, I want this ship operable as quickly as possible. I want off of this damn metal slab. And you hear 2 other pirates going, yeah, boss, yeah, absolutely, man. We're getting it ready. It's ready to go. Wait, how's the sub coming along? And you hear the voice of Mr. Casey going, yeah, hold on, you filthy pirates. Just don't shoot them. And you hear another echoing voice of Trent Wickham going, hurry, Casey. They're going to blow my fucking brains out.
Oh god, did they capture him? I thought he was working with them.
I have so much to fucking live for. I have so much to live for. I said I paused my game, but I didn't. It's an unpausable game. And I've got 3 other guys who are waiting on me to get back, and I can't die here.
He's playing Brawl Stars.
Is that the machine gun noise again? Everything is solvable by machine gun.
Do you guys want to reroute towards the sub bay instead of heading into commerce and trade?
Yeah.
Cool.
Jesus Christ. Borb's gonna kill the shit out of this guy. Oh my god.
You all step through the wide archway into the sub bay, which looks familiar to how you left it, except there are a lot fewer subs. It seems like the wise and those of high critical thinking skills seem to have taken whatever vessel took them here, hopped aboard it, and driven it out of Barnum Station as most of the shit started to go down. There is one other sub present, and it is the pretty small research sub that Mr. Casey was driving during the opening narration. That's really only meant to fit one person, but like you could cram like 6 or 7 in there if you really needed to. It seems that Plub Crimming sub itself has been hijacked and stolen by different members of Barnum sub during the pandemonium when everybody was leaving. And now you see Captain Plub Crimming holding a gun to Trent Wickham's head, the head of security, going, I swear to God, I need off this slab right this instant. I tell you, I'm not messing around. I'm dead ass. I'm serious.
I'm sorry, was he British before?
I think he was vaguely like pathetic British.
Awesome. I love
correctly.
pathetic British.
PP, it appears that there is a 1800s chimney sweep trying to commandeer one of the subs. Take care of this.
If I'm wrong about this voice, that'll be really funny. And also real quick, so he is holding a gun to Trent Wickham's head. You also see 2 other pirates who are like pointing guns at Mr. Casey, who is currently in the belly of the sub, like revving it up to go. And that's what you see here in the sub bay.
Wait, Mr. Casey's helping them?
Well, Mr. Casey doesn't really have an option.
Okay,
right
that's
now,
fair.
let's see.
That's fair.
Excuse me, Mr. Fuchs. I understand that you're taking point. But I think that this might be an opportunity for security's newest recruit to prove himself. Mouse, do you want to earn some cheese? Also, Miss 82, is there anything you got up your sleeve that could, in some way, shape, or form, allow us to enter that room without
Yes.
drawing attention? I mean, if they kill Trent Wickham, that's nobody's business, but Mr. Casey needs to be protected.
Well, do you think they are hungry? I do have some cake left over from earlier.
I appreciate the nonviolent solution, but I'm going to downgrade that to Plan B.
Okay, let me see if
I would also like to note the cheese comment, while very fitting, super not my style, man.
he is lactose intolerant.
That was a little insensitive.
You ate that cake just fine.
It was a dairy-free cake. We got it specifically to share with him.
Well, why wasn't he invited? Look, I'm not going to discuss this now. If y'all don't go in there and crack some heads, I'm going to gingerly sidestep you and crack some heads.
I will go crack heads. Is there a vent above the sub bay?
Actually, the vent that was referenced in the opening narration may behoove you here. There are plenty of vents in this room, but there is a ventilation duct that goes directly overhead of where the pirates currently are, and it's like directly over the sub where Casey is. So you would drop a little, but you would be right on top of him.
Does anybody have a little bit of rope? I have an idea forming.
Can I say that I have some rope? I don't have any on my little thing, but...
Is that just a full ass no?
Rope is one of those things where like there are utility closets nearby. It's just about like how much time you would want to spend going to get rope.
Is the sub bay where 82... No, that's not where she was. She was in the comms room or something. I was gonna say, I feel like she'd be familiar with this area, can just like get some rope.
Are we, just to status check with everyone, are we cool to start this fight right now?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, cool.
Could I? So,
Mouse.
wait, I have a solution for you. 82 is wearing her patched overalls, comma personalized, but she doesn't really need food. Or not food. She doesn't really need clothes since she is an android, I think. So if she can just like take some of the overalls and use them as rope for Mouse.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Cool. So you tear off your overalls. What does 82 look like under the overalls? Are you just metal, or are you like mannequin?
I think she's just metal.
So scary.
Yeah, she's super scary looking.
Mouse starts to rip the overalls into strips and tie them into a rope. He runs into the vent, and again, in an almost comical manner, when he enters one side of the vent, he immediately exits the top. He missions Impossibles down from the top vent, rope tied around his waist, and he's going to go down, and I'm going to try the best that I can to land on top of someone and immediately snap their neck.
Give me a combat check. Because of the plan, take advantage.
This is going to be stat, combat. I'm going to add hand-to-hand.
You do have disadvantage on literally everything, so advantage will cancel out to a flat roll. Just in case.
Let me re-roll that. All right, well, then I fail.
Cool. Would you like, because I didn't lay it out properly, would you like this to be a failure or a success at a cost?
I would like this to be a success at a cost.
Cool, then here's what happens. Casey, Mr. Casey, who's clearly stalling inside of this sub. He's flipping switches that do absolutely nothing, going, yep, she's almost ready. She's just got to rev up. And Mouse, from your view, you see Mr. Casey actively powering it off and then powering it back on again and then powering it off. You tie yourself to your harness and drop. And one of the pirates goes, hey, that button says off. You drop on top of his head. Describe the neck snap for me.
Mouse, he goes down. It looks like he's playing a game of what's it called? Like chicken fight. He lands onto his shoulders as if he was riding him, and he reaches down and he snaps the guy's neck before trying to dive down into a compartment of the sub.
I think the other guy goes, well, I mean, if you say so, I can't read. Crack! And this guy immediately, kind of as a panic, hair reflex, is going to swing his gun up towards you and take a shot.
Oh, Jesus.
It's scary. They've got guns.
Don't they know I'm sick?
Okay, this guy, failure. Failure. So here's what happens. You drop down, snap his neck. This guy flings his gun up at you wildly, pulls the trigger. Boom! A shot rings off right next to your left ear, but all of the lead swings wide barely. Mouse, if that had connected, that would have immediately given you a wound. I just want to tell you, looking at your hit points, it wouldn't have been, any indecision there. You would have been wounded. Cool. What happens next? Combat has been initiated. This is a very reactive system where you guys say things, and based on whether you fail or not, other bad things happen. So throw things at me. After you see Mouse and the gunshot is fired, what happens next?
I kick in the door.
Cool. You kick down the door and you see Plub crimming, turns around with the barrel to Trent's head and goes, you dirty son of a bitch! Back again!
Wait, he's holding Trent Wickham?
Yeah.
I fire.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. Make a
Man who
combat
hates
check.
his boss.
That's awesome.
Can I add military training?
Yeah, of course. This will be a disadvantage, though, I'm afraid to tell you.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, and wait, real quick, just to lay out the potential consequences of this roll. A failure means you will just kill Trent, and that Plub Crimming will be given an opportunity to fight back.
I like those odds. I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay, cool.
So tense. I failed. I failed so unbelievably badly.
Cool.
PP is specifically trying to shoot him.
You spin the barrel around and you see Trent Wickham in his final moments goes, my God, PP, I always knew you were a good egg. Come to save me.
Huh?
Huh?
Most of your bullets impact Trent like a meat shield. I won't make you roll damage. I'll also tell you Trent also wasn't a Marine, class-wise, which probably isn't good for the Chief of Security.
What was he?
Trent was a Teamster.
Classic Union man.
And actually, hold on. You roll damage for me, though, because this might not instantly kill him.
Is there any chance they would go through him and kill the other guy as well?
On a failure, no. In this particular instance.
It's 21 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
You
Jesus.
turbo murdered him.
Cool. Trent has exactly 1 hit point left. He's also wounded. Will you roll a d10 for me to see what wound you give Trent?
Definitely. That's a 5 on the die.
Cool. You lodge a bullet directly above his shoulder blade, and the rest just kind of either reflect poorly off of some Barnum fucking Kevlar he's wearing, or like shoot through and out of his sides. But Plub Crimming kind of ducks behind his body in the Kevlar vest he's wearing during this assault, and remains mostly unharmed. And you see Trent, again, with 1 hit point left, so he'll die next time he takes any damage. He goes, no.
Jesus, I shot a perfectly Plub Crimming shaped outline into Trent.
I think the Kevlar vest is honestly what's doing most of the bullet blocking. Plub Crimming is going to respond with a volley of his own gunfire. I'm realizing I just rolled this D100 wrong. Everybody point and laugh.
Are you rolling in the app?
The Mothership companion app. They should hire me as a voice actor for any time anyone opens the app. I can go, Mothership companion app. Now opening.
It's opening. It's happening now. It's happening.
Roll your dice.
It's begun.
It's happening.
Roll the dice. Roll the dice. Roll the dice. Roll them.
He responds with his own volley of fire, which is going to hit, unfortunately.
He's got disadvantage because
he's British.
Plub gets a shot off. You see with his little ragamuffin pirate pistol, he's going to blast you for an amount of damage. Okay. Could have been way worse for you. This is a glancing blow. You take... Oh, that's 3d10. Hold on. I lied. It's not as glancing as I thought it was. You take 16 points of damage.
I'm dead.
You're dead?
I'm at 0 hit points.
You're at 0. Well, so you're not dead. You do take a wound.
Oh, okay.
Easy.
Which is going to mean rolling on a table. It might do that automatically for you because the app is wonderful. But tell me if that doesn't happen, and I'll roll for you.
And you do need to press the take damage button. You can't reduce your health to 0.
Oh. And Reed, does my advanced battle dress have anything to do with this?
Oh, that should give you a couple armor points, which should be a number somewhere on your character.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm actually totally chilling. My armor's destroyed.
Yes.
But it says it blocked 13 of the damage.
Oh shit, yeah, you had crazy good gear because you were a Marine.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I bite the bullets as they come in. I go...
Cool.
I hate you.
To get back into the moment-to-moment narration, you riddle Trent with bullets, knocking him to death's door. Plub swings around with his pistol and we'll say fires 2 shots directly in both of your shoulders. It hurts a little bit, but mostly what happens is you hear your advanced exoskeleton and combat armor that you're wearing go offline. And your armor will no longer eat any bullets for you in future combats until it is repaired. What happens next?
Would I be allowed to temporarily take PP Cormac's gun, or do I have to use a weapon I have equipped?
I think the act of mid-combat going, okay, now you fire it, would be...
A little broken.
It would provide an opportunity for Plub to fire more bullets at you. You could do it.
Can I give him my other weapon?
Do you have another weapon you could toss to him in the heat of battle?
I have a flamethrower.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that if the flamethrower is mounted on a place in your body where Richard Fuchs could run past it, grab it, and pull the trigger, yes, I think this is okay.
All right.
So we'll say, Richard Fuchs, your eyes gravitate towards the shiny, top-notch Barnum brand flamethrower that is slung around the shoulder of PP Cormac Toadvine with like a messenger bag strap type thing. Mm-hmm. What do you do?
I think I go, I can't hire any good help these days. Let me show you how it's done. I take the flamethrower, I aim it at the enemy, and I just go, hey, Trent, you're fired. And then I pull the trigger.
Trent's dead.
You say that as if Trent was supposed to be the enemy, but Trent was not the enemy.
Well, according to the Bardom Industries handbook, I need to fire an employee before I perform murderous harm onto them. Otherwise, it's a whole thing with HR, and it's a nightmare.
Wait, but if you fire them first and then brutally incinerate them, it's like...
That's just good business.
They are not an employee anymore.
Okay, dope. Yeah.
That's just some carbon on the wall. We don't gotta pay that shit.
Make for me a combat check. Failure does not mean you don't hit them, it just means that they get another attack.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I rolled a 26, and my combat is 29.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Richard Fucqs. Roll damage. Borb, how many d10s is the flamethrower?
The flamethrower is 2d10.
Hell yeah. Also, Trent Wickham's definitely dead, too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no matter how much damage you did here, it killed him. He would have been alive before, but then you lit him on
No,
fire.
his game, though. His unstoppable game.
12 damage on 2d10.
Dude, his Brawl Stars Q. Fuck.
Okay, both of them are gonna make body saves. That's what it is.
Bro, how's he gonna keep playing Dota 2?
Trent succeeds.
If he's playing Dota 2, I have saved him, and Richard Fuchs has saved him in great misery.
Cool. As Trent is incinerated, the final thing that he does as the fire approaches him is from his dying hand, he flings a small USB stick that he was holding in his left hand towards the floor where both of you are standing. And he goes, "Protect it!" And then boom, he is turned into a silhouette of ash on the floor. Plub, you said 12 damage,
Yes.
but Plub also failed the save, which means he takes 2 more d10s of damage as he is lit on fire.
Should I roll that?
Sure, yeah.
15.
Oh my god. So that tallies to
27.
27, which means you wound Plub. Will you roll a d5 for me?
A 1.
A 1. Let's see what that is on the table. Fuck, dude. You deal 27 points of damage to Plub Crimming. It burns him. It scorches him. And as Trent collapses in a pile of ash on the floor, you see, standing up from the smoke and ash, the back of his coat lit on fire, creating a trail of flame, is Captain Plub Crimming of the Big Tuna, who you have given an awesome scar across his eye that looks really cool. That's what it says on the table. If you're curious, it says awesome scar. This actually, in the long run, will be good for him if he survives this encounter. You want to roll higher on the table, it turns out. 1 won't get you very far. Cool, but you have dealt 1 wound to him. He's actively on fire. He looks dope for a couple seconds, and he goes, "You shouldn't have done that." Oh! And as he begins to burn, what happens next?
I don't think 82 has a weapon. Does that sound right?
You rolled gear, right? You have, like, stuff in your inventory?
Yeah, I have,
82's a scientist.
yeah.
Some androids just don't roll weapons. That's not completely abnormal.
I have 120 credits. I have 2 custom item, which it got rid of the name, but it is 2 pieces of cake. I have my trinket and my patch, and that's it. Should I have more than that?
We can say that you have a small hand weapon, because that does actually sound a little subpar.
And I was like, I have jack shit. I have corporate attire also. Actually, that's what's underneath my overalls. She's not naked. She's got her regular work outfit on.
At any point during this journey, you could have armed yourself with a pistol.
I think that 82 saw that Mouse and PP were carrying all of the stuff they got from the gun locker a while ago. And she was like, Mouse, do you mind if I borrow one of those weapons? I have never handled one before, but they do not seem too difficult.
I have got a few stashed in the vents, so Yeah, I can pop in and get you one real quick. What are we thinking? Plasma pistol, assault rifle, flamethrower,
Just the regular one is fine.
pistol. We cut away as Mouse enters the vent and comes back out at near the same time.
Woo. Awesome. Well, then I guess with my pistol, I will be shooting at the captain.
Fuck yeah. This is going to be a combat roll. Very similar stakes to the last couple.
Hell yeah.
Very similar stakes to the last one. If you succeed, you get a shot off, you connect, you'll roll damage. A failure means that Plub Crimin will get to retaliate. Or one of the members of his crew will.
Okay. And I don't have advantage or disadvantage or anything, right? I think 82's just been chilling.
I think you are actually chilling here, yes.
And I can probably use hacking against him for this one, because he's also a robot. Reed is shaking his head to no at me. Okay, we'll roll. I succeeded!
Fuck yeah, that's incredible. Who would you like to shoot at? Plub Crimming or one of the two other chucknuts?
Plub Crimming. I'm setting him on extra fire. My bullets are gonna make the fire go even further on his body.
Fuck yeah.
Do I hit the damage roll?
Yes.
Oh, and it uses the shot. Okay, sorry. This app is it's really cool. What a great app. I do 2 damage.
Awesome. That is not a ton, but Plub was doing pretty bad. You get a shot off and it grazes past him. And you see he goes, are you an attack android? What the fuck is happening?
I am whatever I want to be. Captain Tuna? No, Plub. Captain Plub?
Based.
My name is Captain Plub Crimming of the Big Tuna. And that was oddly empowering. And he's gonna wave his pistol around menacingly. Cool. Have all of you guys gone?
Hell yeah.
I think all of you have. Okay, cool. In that case, up next is going to be Plub's boys. We're both just going to go, Plub, what do we do? And Plub goes, what the fuck do you think I'm going to say to you? Shoot at him. And both of them are going to go, okay, boss. One of them misses in a really wide way as he just starts like opening fire through the smoke and flame. And you guys kind of scatter. And another one of them is going to connect with PP Cormac Toadvine. You take 8 points of damage.
No problem.
Close. A bullet scrapes past you. And finally, Plub Crimming, who will say he's gonna roll on 82 and misses in just a colossal way.
Let's fucking go.
He's like so on fire. And as he's raising up his gun to take another shot at 82, your bullet zips him to him first and it knocks his bullet astray. Plub Crimming is going to take another 2d10 damage. That might just fully kill him because he's on fire. Cool. Plub Crimming is dead.
Is he really?
That was 2 9s on 2d10.
Rest in fucking peace, Plub.
Plub goes, this isn't over yet. This isn't the last you've heard of Captain Plub. Oh, sweet mama. And the man goes up in a pillar of flame as he is hit with a second wound and is killed. Both of Plub's men, realizing they are very, very outnumbered in this situation, look at each other. One of them is going to make a little instinct check. One of them succeeds and he goes, okay, and now's when we surrender. And another one fails and goes, you'll never take me alive! And is going to charge down the gangplank at all of you, just charging down the gangplank. You guys can just describe what happens to him because I don't care for rolling for it, and I think he absolutely gets his ass kicked.
Is it okay if I do it?
You're right ahead, Mouse.
Mouse takes the strip of overall from around his waist and he starts to swing it around, and then he launches it towards the guy's ankle. As soon as it gets caught around, you hear whirring from up in the vents, and like a trap in the woods, he, by his ankle, gets dragged up into the vents. Mouse goes, prep time, just like Batman.
And you wrap it around his ankle, and he goes, I like your style. I like that combination of colors on those personalized overalls. They go well
very
together.
much. I made them myself. Oh, God. Oh, God.
He's pulled up into the fence.
Don't worry, he should be fine. That is unless Fiji gets him.
You hear a distant echoing thud. Silence for a little, and then, I think I'm going to be okay. If I can just quietly crawl away. And then you hear, as 3 bullets are shot into him. And dropping from the vents is the other member of Plub Crimming's crew that you told to go into the vents earlier. Who slides down on the rope and goes, Captain, Private Cormac Toadvine, am I released from my servitude? Sir, that was the scariest creature I've ever seen in my entire life.
You've seen that guy before.
Get back in the vents! Get back in the vents!
He's not a charming visage, sir. Okay, all right. So he was bleeding everywhere, and I just thought, do I have to? I feel 20 years older. And you look at him, and he does look fucking, wrinklier than he was before.
Look, if you keep doing this, which you are going to keep doing, you will be the first of that captain's crew to die of old age. You, go with him. You boys are monster hunting.
And the other one, whose life you spared, goes, okay. What are we looking for?
You'll know it when you see it.
Okay. Both of them inchworm back into another vent. They screw it shut behind them. They're gone.
They screw it shut
Oh God,
behind them.
I didn't need them to do that. That's gonna.
Foul.
I'm gonna be thinking about that for a long time. That's really bad.
So, fucking Mr. Casey, after all of this, pulls himself up over the rim of the sub and onto the dock and goes, what the ever-loving fuck happened up here?
It's FYOOKS.
What did...
It never gets old.
I don't know what that means. I think I may have hit my head when they burst in here. Where's Trent? Is he okay?
No.
Trent's been replaced.
What happened to him?
I believe that PP is the head of security now. Is that not right, PP?
You'll have to ask Mr. FYOOKS.
I
Sure,
will be
fine.
putting in a personal recommendation for PP to backfill the now vacant position of Trent, who has been found lying down on the job, let's say.
Trent's smoldering corpse is currently lying
82.
on the floor.
What's on that USB stick? Eat it and gain its memories.
I will do this now. Can I do that, DM?
We've established that you have a port in the back of your head that you connect
Yeah.
to
Okay.
consoles. I don't see why you wouldn't have a USB-C port.
I'm gonna first address PP, and I'm going to say, PP, please, that is outdated technology. We no longer have to consume the media to be able to understand it. I could just, and then she just back into her head.
Cool. You open up a not very complicated piece of technology. You basically see
I hope it's
the,
malware.
Windows 7 browser open up in your view with a couple folders on it. One of them is porn. One of them is Trent's porn folder.
I
But
know
another
there's some
one.
nasty shit in there. Just like the
Terabytes
most
of just...
It seems like Trent was given this USB-C and was told that it was heavily encrypted and that it had data on it that other people couldn't get to. And he also used that as an excuse to put his shit he didn't want other people getting to
his
on the
diary's
USB
on
stick.
there too. He's like,
Yeah.
Dear diary, today I had a good day at work.
Yeah, and that's right next to the porn. So you're not sure really what's happening there. But a third folder is the original folder that was on this stick. And it seems like, well, actually, Casey goes, Yeah, it was weird. He made Trent go into his office and pull anything valuable out and give it to him. Weirdly, Trent complied. I'm not sure he realized that he could have just said, like, oh, there's nothing valuable in here. But he handed him that USB stick. And as you pop it open, it's like a black box containing all research records on Fiji.
Ooh.
And all of the, like, notes and documents and, like, status updates on the project itself sent from here to Parent Technologies.
Oh, I'm reading through them. Do any look extra interesting?
I think one that looks incredibly interesting is what is essentially an email or a message that was written from Professor Shrew before he was killed. Professor Giovanni Shrew sent an email to his higher-up, the chief of scientific oversight at PTech, concernedly inquiring about the origins of Fiji, because when he went to chip it with a like an identification number, like they do with all of the like fauna that they do experiments on, it already had like a PTech identification number and microchip in it.
Oh.
And he was confused because they just pulled this thing out of the ocean. And he was saying, like an excerpt from it is like, is this specimen an escaped fauna from a different PTech research facility? Why were we not informed properly of its origins? And its biology seems remarkably similar to different fauna found elsewhere here on the planet. I have many questions, and it kind of goes on and on as he like is trying to, in the most politely way possible, tell his boss, hey, what the fuck, man? You didn't tell me anything about what I was doing here. I feel incredibly misled. Richard, Fucqs already knew all of this, but you learned for the first time...
It's FYOOKS!
Fiji is... FYOOKS, sorry. You learned for the first time that Fiji is an escaped experiment from a different lab owned by, like, Barnum's parent corporation. You learned that Fiji is a heavily modified version of a creature that was once very similar to a human being.
Ooh, what?
In its earliest research records, which kind of like a folder is linked at the bottom of this message, which is all of the data that was on Fiji's previous microchip, was that originally it was subject F15H, and it was at a certain point a human being who, in an attempt to give it an inbuilt genetic like rebreather, they gave it a certain amount of fish DNA. But the project went awry, and it came out slightly more fish than they wanted the thing to turn out. Like, they wanted to give him gills, but it came out as like a weird, fucked up amalgamation. And so they kept the specimen and kept doing other unethical research shit on it because it was really close to a human. So they could test drugs and technology on it and get a response that would be pretty close to what would happen on a human, but they could ethically divorce themselves from the fact that they could, oh, well, it's not a human. It's not, because it's fucked up and looks like a fish.
He's our weird fucked up little guy. It's okay.
And you can't help but see some similarities to mouse in the origins of this creature.
No!
Like, if mouse didn't have a Professor Shrew who was like, no, let him grow up, and instead there was a scientist who was like, well, we'll just run more experiments on him. This is kind of a dark road that a creature went down.
Damn, mouse could have been Hawaii. Get it? Instead of Fiji. Get it?
So all of this happens. So you read through this. The file containing all of that information is on this USB stick. That's like incriminating information, basically. That says like this monster is from PTech, and they did a bunch of weird shit to it. That's all in your hand.
Huh, interesting.
I'm repeating this to everyone.
Well, it sounds like it's a bunch of just, standard science practice by Parent Technologies. Nothing to really read into or anything.
FYOOKS, I see that there is a letter from you as well saying that this was all probably fine. That is quite odd.
Oh, yes.
Sounds right to me.
I will say I found this out maybe just, bare hours ago. But I will say
you somehow
that
wrote a letter and put it in this file then.
Don't read into it too much.
Yeah, Fuchs, you did know about all of this.
Oh, like he actually did know about it?
I mean, as of like last session when he went scrolling on the computer, he figured
I
out.
forgot. I was thinking he knew about it for a long time. I redact my statement then. I will not incriminate Fuchs.
No, feel free to incriminate him.
I see a journal entry because I think 82 is now also leafing through Trent's journal. And she's like, I see a journal entry about how Fuchs is talking about how great this experiment is going and also how awesome PP is. This is quite weird.
You begin just quickly leafing through Trent's diary, which is also again directly adjacent to this incredibly. Day 6. Nobody respects me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. PP Cormac Toadvine is so much cooler than me, and I don't know what to do about it. God, I suck. Anyways, I didn't do any work today because the new Dota dropped, and I thought that I would spend some quality time with the boys. It was really great. I think I'm going to do that for the next 5 weeks.
I'm imagining this being beamed into my skull by 82 through a connection with my helmet.
Just we're standing really close together. She's dead, Kubrick staring at you.
Cool. Mr. Casey goes, okay, well, this whole damn sub is coming apart at the seams. I mean, I've got a sub here that I could cram all. It would be uncomfortable.
We can be uncomfortable.
All of you
I do not mind.
Wait a minute. Before we leave, we have to secure the creature.
Yes, it's of vital importance that we secure Fiji because it is such a great financial asset to the company. And, I was putting in words about potentially all of us, because we're a family, receiving a bonus for securing this creature because it's so valuable.
So, real quick to chime in with what the stakes are now, because we're at the crossroads where you could hypothetically just leave, right? Here's what happens. If you are able to secure Fiji or some meaningful amount of data from Fiji and get it to P-Tech, you will get a tremendous number of credits, guaranteeing cool new gear and a happy ending for all of you. If you just leave now, there's really no telling what that outcome looks like for you. However, it does guarantee safety and not getting mauled to death by a beast. So there's kind of, you can choose to survive right now, or you could choose to put a little on the line, make it big, and perhaps solve this strange case.
I'm all in on Barnum's interests. Let's go fishing, team.
I think 82 is it too. I think she's like, well, it seems like this creature has a similar origin to my friend Mouse, so perhaps he could also be my friend. I would also like to go save him.
I just want to hang out with everybody, so...
Mouse and 82 are fueled by friendship and friendship alone.
We're going to do... whatever.
How about you, Fuchs? Are you ready to get irradiated?
I would never abandon Barnum Industries or Parent Tech company interests. And as he's saying that, he's uncapping his pill bottle and taking another pill.
Be really cool for him to share those with his friends who also are allergic to radiation.
It's a shame I only have one left.
Oh.
Roll that D5 for me, though. That'll suppress symptoms of this for the next D5 minutes.
3, and then also I take it's 2d10 minutes is what the rulebook says. It's a D5 damage.
Oh, I misread it. So big. Roll 2d10 for me.
Okay, 11 minutes. And I guess I just take 3 damage.
Cool. So all of you talk about this here, and Mr. Casey goes, oh, well, I guess I'll wait for you here, but if the whole sub starts to go sideways, I don't know. Just don't take too long, whatever you're gonna do.
Mr. Casey, you can count on me.
I'm imagining the microchip in the back of your brain that's in charge of thought correction is absolutely fucking smoking and sizzling and sparking right now.
I'm looking at him like this.
No, we don't have cameras on the podcast. They're not going to have a visual understanding. He's doing the Kubrick stare.
I'm glaring at him. I'm
mewing at him.
He's mogging.
DM, has it been 1 hour, perhaps, since I had a heart attack?
I'll be real. We are kind of eyeballing this. I'm feeling like half an hour-ish, because you effectively, you've run down, you've run into the commons, you shot 2 people. You went, fuck, we shot 2 people. And then you ran into the next room and shot 3 people.
Okay. All right.
But you can wait it out down here, because, like, the floor you're on isn't compromised. Station isn't necessarily sinking. Will more bad things come to pass in time? Maybe.
Probably not. We're probably safe.
But, I mean, if you want to wait it out till you don't have disadvantage on rolls, you're not in immediate danger here.
I mean, it's just 30 minutes.
Do we have, like, a plan, or is it really just we're gonna figure it out?
Is it in Barnum's best interest to capture Fiji alive, or do they just need the body?
The body would still suffice.
Okay.
But I think the fine print was alive is great, dead is okay. Escaped is terrible.
That's actually the tagline on every Barnum Industry contract for employment.
All right, then I think I'm gonna try to give Fiji lead poisoning and take it in that way.
Cool.
Heyo.
But I'll see what those other guys are able to do. They seem pretty competent, so
The guys we sent after it?
yeah.
All right, while you're waiting these 30 more minutes, 82.
Oh, yeah.
You have more time with these documents. There's a little bit more in here.
82 took a little bit of time to open up Trent's porn folder and was like, ugh, and then she closes it.
Cool, take a stress.
Okay, awesome.
You look at Trent's porn and take a stress.
Oh, yeah, that would stress me. Let me find a little.
So basically what was extracted is, like, there's a heavily digitally padlocked folder that you have Dr. Shrew's password so you can get into it. But like very tight folder that was dragged out of basically like a company database here and into the USB stick and then pulled out. That has like literally every, like, Control F Fiji, all of the files are in this stick.
Awesome.
There is one that is a personal, almost like, I don't want to say diary, but like research journal-esque entry from about a minute before Dr. Giovanni Shrew was killed, when he was rapidly
Got you.
The terabytes of clothed people.
Borb is
Ew.
sending text jokes in the Discord channel about the type of porn that Trent has in this folder, and it's all just super softcore and terabytes of clothed individuals.
I also really want to shout out Colton. In combination with Borb, do androids jerk off to electric feet? That's gonna be in my head for a while.
Yeah, that kind of rocks. Okay, there's one that's a minute before Dr. Shrew was killed, where he took a DNA sample of Fiji and was processing that, and discovered that there was a hormone inside of Fiji's body that was sent to a weird little mini, like, biogenerator in its gut that told it to, like, crank up production of, like, this chemical reaction that's creating radiation, right? So there's, like, something, like, it goes into fight or flight, and then a signal is sent to its gut that then begins to rapidly age it one way or the other. Dr. Shrew figured out what that hormone was and made has a hyper-concentrated version of it in his lab.
So we could either make it so young that it is not an issue, or so old that it is not one.
It seems like he extracted this mostly out of fascination, like, oh, what is this strange chemical? But then seemed to have kept it in the lab as kind of a fail-safe in case they needed to, like, turn it into an infant again.
Or we could make me young again.
Or an old person.
This hormone does only work on Fiji. I will say.
Aww.
because it's not the hormone that's de-aging it, it's just the hormone that tells its body to age one way or the other.
What state is this hormone in? Is it like a liquid?
Yeah, it would basically, like, because it's so concentrated, it's like a syringe. So you would need to get up close to Fiji and prick it, and then...
So I have a foam gun.
You have a what?
Could I somehow... A foam gun? It shoots foam does 1 damage in a body save, or the person becomes stuck. Could I somehow load this hormone into the foam gun so that it, on contact with foam, it starts leaching into Fiji? Or is that, like, way outside of Richard Fucks' wheelhouse?
You could stick Fiji to something so it's restrained and can't move, and then stick the hormone into its veins then.
Okay.
So, these are the tools that you have in your box. What do you guys do? Do you end up waiting the 30 minutes to clear that condition?
Yeah, I think so.
You just hang out in the sub bay with Mr. Casey for a hot 30 while 82 looks through all of these folders.
Smoke a couple cigs.
Classic.
Put duct tape on my armor. Give FYOOKS a foot massage. You know.
Ew.
Thank you, PP. Can you stop blowing the smoke directly into my face?
Oh, I thought you were sitting your toe.
Cool, so PP Cormac Toadvine is blowing cigar smoke directly into Richard Fucks' face while getting a foot massage. All of this comes to a close.
Do those guys come back?
Borb, will you roll a D100 for me?
Yeah, you got it.
Cool. Sub 10, and they have good news.
83.
You were so
Okay, cool.
close.
You hear nothing.
If it was 82, they come back as androids.
Nothing. Radio silence. At one point, you could swear you hear a Wilhelm scream come from the vents.
Well, into the vents. Do we have any way of tracking this creature? Or do I just have to feel in which direction I become more irradiated? I stick out my arms on either side of me in like a T-pose, and I wait to see which one the skin starts falling off of.
Mr. Casey goes, well, it's interesting because only floor 2 was hit in a big way by the radiation. Rumor has it was the AC, but that don't make a ton of sense because I ain't no scientist, but radiation ain't typically airborne. Unless it was like skin cells or something. Or like flecks of like weird goo. But wherever the AC's coming from might be where it's coming from.
Mouse, this is your time.
Oh, are we doing the thing?
Yeah, Mouse, put your phone down and pay attention.
Just as you know where the AC comes from, you live in the vents. That is presumably where the AC comes from.
No, yes, I know exactly where it is coming from. I could show you the way, probably.
Yeah, but let me take point.
I could show you the vents.
To the bowels of the ship. My home.
Cool. Now, as a vent expert, couple problems come up in your mind. One, these people are not U-sized. A vent would be slow. But they could do it, but it would be slow. Number 2, all of the air on floor 2 goes through air filtration. Because all the air comes from the surface and then is moved down through floor 1, where it's mostly untampered. And then a lot of it has to go into air filtration for floor 2, where it is then redispersed. So it would make sense that maybe air filtration would be the place where something could have gone awry. The third thing you realize is that there is a way to reach air filtration without going through the vents. It would be slower for you, but maybe faster for the human-bodied.
Okay, I relay all of that information, especially the part where we do not have to go through the vents to get to air filtration.
That sounds good.
Let's go there then.
The whole thing just sounds easier if we do it that way.
But I have always wanted to go through the vents, Mouse. You promised you would take me.
When did I ever
I
do
am
that?
I am just joking, Mouse. That is what friends do.
You got me. You got me so good.
She does some awful rendition of a laugh. I can't even imagine what it sounds like. We're just like, it's not good.
Undertones of scraping
Yeah,
metal.
it's like
Mouse goes, yeah, no, awesome. That's great.
Comparable to bringing a chainsaw to the hood of a car.
Mouse starts leading the way.
Everybody reload. You can use it you can do it on the companion app.
Mothership companion app. Reload.
You guys head up, back through Barnum Commons, and then up through Commerce and Trade. I will note, in Commerce and Trade, there is a fire sale happening, where basically any vendors who are still here are selling all of their shit for really cheap.
4 burritos.
No, we got rid of the burrito salesman. We scared him.
It's me, the burrito salesman's cousin. I'm still operating the shop because I don't have anywhere to run to, and a captain goes down with his burrito. And he divvies out 4 breakfast burritos to all of you.
You're very brave. Put it on my tab.
Sir, at this point, I'm not putting it on anyone's tab.
I'm sorry, what? You have to properly allocate these charges.
Fuck, dude. Okay, I'll put it on his tremendous debt.
It's
file.
FYOOKS, not fuck.
Angel of music, why are you being so harsh?
The meter on my chest goes cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Awesome. One other thing you pass is that there's a guy who does like biotech implants who's also doing a fire sale, which you're not really sure how that works because it does require like a surgery to install. But she's just screaming at the top of her lungs, "Death insurance! Death insurance! They'll sell you death insurance! Fuck, please! 75% off!"
It's FYOOKS.
God damn it. And unless any of you stop for that, you're going to head up the old ladder towards air filtration.
So when you say death insurance, what exactly would that mean? Because I know life insurance and all of that. Are you just giving away, like, parts? Because I will take some.
No, it's the this is a grimy woman with very long, mangled black hair who's dressed in like kind of like a doctor's like scrubs that are like covered in blood.
Mouse pulls up and he squints at her for a second. I think you can immediately tell he's kind of feeling her. He goes,
Is this the witch from Hansel and Gretel?
What is your deal? I am Mouse.
I do surgery. Do you want death insurance?
I want whatever you're offering, babe.
Cool.
Focus.
Do you want to pay for rapid
You're right.
installment?
I got to go. There's something. We will talk later.
She grabs your arm. Death insurance is when I put this fucking bomb in your chest, and when you die, you explode, and it ensures everyone around you dies too.
Can you do that like within the next 10 seconds?
I can try.
Mouse, I'm going to be standing right next to you. Do not do this.
Let's do it.
You absolutely don't have. She would shred you to pieces if she tried to install this in under a minute.
Do you also give band-aids for after? No, okay, I have to go. I'm sorry.
Okay, but come back if you change your mind. Headed up the ladder, you find yourself in a hallway right outside air filtration. Something I will say is as you all head up, you feel that radiation begin to pound against the back of your skull again. If any of you would like to take pills or do anything beforehand.
I would love to take another pill.
I think the effects of your first one are still running.
I'm going to walk up to FYOOKS and I'm going to go, "Can I get a pill?"
Oh, sorry, I'm fresh out. He says
You
that.
do have one left.
Yeah, he's holding the can, and you hear there's like a pill clicking around in there. Sorry, I took the last one.
You know I clean your pod.
I know you did.
That out there. Let's go. So, yeah, let's go. Whatever. It's fine. I don't have long anyway.
So, Mouse, speaking of, you, sorry, I just looked at you too long. You, like, are kind of the same as Fiji in a way. I don't know if you, like, could understand some of the science that, was in some of those reports, but, could you, like, de-age me a little bit? Because I'm a little bit older than I was, and, I just hate the wrinkles. And so if you could do that, I would consider giving you some sort of benefit, maybe a company gift card.
On my general timeline, if I walk away right now, I've got 5 years, tops. If we are doing this thing and we are going back to Fiji, could be 2, could be 1, could be nothing. All I am saying is, I am the last person to talk to about elongating a lifespan or reverting age. I could die tomorrow, depending on how this goes. But it's not about how much time you have. It is about spending it with your friends and just having a good time. Can I please get a radiation pill?
Sorry, like I said, it's gone.
Wah,
Right, no, of
wah,
course.
wah, wah begins to greet you as you mount to the top of the ladder and you're back on floor 2. I would like everybody to make me a body save, except for Richard Fucqs in this instance. Actually, no, Richard, you do still need to make one. The effects are just suppressed, so if you fail, it will come back to bite you after your pills wear off.
Does 82 need to make one?
No, I'm so sorry.
Let's
82 does not
go.
need to.
Failed.
Body save. And I do have disadvantage even on saves.
Yes, unfortunately.
So I rolled.
Oh, I succeed.
Nice.
Hey.
I rolled a check, but it's still a flat check. It's just the effects are suppressed. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I succeeded.
Cool. Who all here failed? It was just PP. PP Cormac, roll a d6 for me. Don't hit heart attack
Heart
again.
attack. Heart attack.
Heart attack. Heart attack.
You can do it, PP.
Oh, they don't have a D6?
Do you want me to roll one for you? I have one right here.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm in the dark over here.
Borb had to pull out like a real flashlight and begin feeling around his current surroundings for a D6 when I asked him. Okay. BP Cormac Toadvine. You pissed yourself. You suddenly lose all control of bladder function. And you feel your grip on your tight bladder loosening.
I've said nothing to anybody.
You sit with it in silence and you continue climbing. I'm now going to ask a pivotal question. Is there anyone climbing below you?
My janitor senses are tingling.
Like as you climb the ladder and get hit with this radiation, is there anyone under you?
I think Richard
It's up
Fucqs.
to everybody else.
I think Richard Fucqs is constantly trying to be behind PP because he sees them as the most valuable bodyguard. I think there's a leak in the ventilation system. Does anyone else feel? Oh God, what is that smell?
Sorry, I don't drink a lot of water.
Because of his soft lifestyle, he is unaccustomed to the smell of urine, unlike me, who sees it as an old friend.
I think that 82 does not have a sense of smell.
82, it's raining.
82's ahead of PP, please. She does not make
Cool.
that mistake more than once.
All of you are... What?
I feel like it's
Cool.
definitely happened before, and she was like, I'm going before you.
Yeah, sometimes I just let it rip.
They don't call him PP for nothing.
All right, guys, this is the serious part. All of you are standing outside of air filtration. Before you, a closed door. On the other side of it, possibly where Fiji is. What do you guys do?
That's Borp's machine gun.
You all ready to live forever?
Yes,
No.
Or become a baby.
Fuchs.
PP.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna kick in the door, and you're gonna run up to it and stick it with the syringe.
What about the foam gun, PP?
That syringe is in the special project.
Yeah,
suite.
we also did not get the syringe.
That
Oh, we
is
didn't?
in Dr. Shrew's lab.
How far back do we have to backtrack to get it?
Fuck!
82. So.
I guess
yeah,
we just shoot it to death.
you read about
Yeah,
it.
I'm not going
I
back.
definitely was trying to be like earlier, we should go get it.
82 isn't affected by radiation at all, and also has access to Dr. Shrew's
I
lab.
think 82 is gonna take a little journey real quick.
We can say that before you climbed the ladder to get here, we Blades in the Dark style flashback.
I flashback to entering into the lab and grabbing the syringe.
You quickly sprint into the lab, open the door, and you see the corpse of the asshole who I don't remember the name of, which is crazy because I edit the episodes.
Paul!
You rush into the lab and you see the corpse of Paul, which has white hair, looks like a withered, aged Victorian-era corpse who's sitting on the floor.
I think she's gonna look at Paul and go, well, Paul, it serves you right. And then she's gonna step on his face.
Awesome. Step on his face. You look over and you see Dr. Shrew's desk in a corner.
Oh, I'm going over and I'm searching for the syringe and stuff.
You start going through all his drawers. You find the syringe, and you also find in a locked cupboard that you just kind of tear open in the moment of panic with your little metal arms. Right in the secret compartment, there's the syringe with the hormones in it, and also a small little pendant with a little golden heart on it, one of those that like flips open.
Yeah.
And you pop it open, and on the inside, it just says, "Happy birthday, real girl," and then it's a photo of you and Dr. Shrew.
What? I'm taking that shit with me. I'm crying right now. 82's leaking oil out of her eyeballs. She's like, oh, a pendant. Perhaps this was meant for me? And she's gonna take the pendant and the syringe and cross across Paul's face again. And continue on her way, I guess. Can the syringe, can the hormones make her a real girl?
No, this is just his one locked cabinet on his desk, and in it he was holding your next birthday present and also the top secret.
Stop! That's so sweetie.
Both of equal value.
Yeah.
Cool. And after this tender moment, you run back the other direction, stepping on Paul's dick, which turns into dust and ash.
Heyo.
And you sprint back, and at exactly this time, PP Cormac, Toadvine, Mouse, and Richard Fucqs are climbing to the top of the ladder and are standing outside of air filtration. And 82 runs up next to you, and we cut right back to Toadvine's war speech.
Now that we have the syringe, FYOOKS, I'm gonna kick open the door. You're gonna spray foam on the creature so it can't move. And then you're gonna run up to it and jab it with the syringe.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Mouse.
Mouse, why are we whispering?
I was going to talk specifically to Pippi, but I guess if it is the whole party. I don't think that FYOOKS would do a good job at being sort of...
You all have to make
the
another
pivotal
body
role.
save in 5, 4...
Kick down the door.
I kick down the door. I say, Mouse, there's no time.
You kick down the door.
And I'm going to lay down suppressing fire.
You are immediately greeted with the sorry sight of what was once the adolescent Fiji, which is now a discarded husk that has been hatched from like an egg. Similar to how the infant Fiji had the adolescent Fiji hatch out of it, like it was molting its skin. The next thing you see as light tumbles through the doorway out over adolescent Fiji's skin, it then tumbles over the corpses of the 2 pirates you sent in with Vince to hunt down Fiji. They did seemingly find it. They are now dead. You see they have also been similarly hyper-aged and are withered corpses. And in the corner of the room, curled up around a large AC unit, you see Fiji, who is a little bit bigger than last time you saw them, who has now shed their agile, maneuverable form in favor of a much larger, much more muscular-looking, much slimier, terrifying visage, which I'll send all of you a screenshot of now. The new Fiji stares back at you,
Ew.
just 2 dark, reflective eyes from the corner of the room, before baring its ape-like teeth at you. Just a reminder of what this thing looks like for people listening. From the torso up, a very ape-like upper body with 2 long arms with opposable thumbs, but gilled fingers and shiny, slick scales running all the way up the torso to a veiny neck and a balding, ape-like head with sharp fangs and 2 large, dark, bulbous eyes. Below its waist is a long, serpentine-like tail. The thing looks at you. You have a split second to do something, but you had a plan, so I will let you say what you do as you kick down the door.
I think Mouse joins PP in suppressive fire.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Richard FYOOKS maybe shoots the foam gun. He currently has no plans on using the syringe himself.
I will use the syringe. Do not worry. 82's on it.
Make a combat roll.
Okay.
Make a foam roll. Me after the gym.
Can we in any way aid him with suppressive fire?
I'll say the suppressive fire gives advantage on this because I like it.
Okay.
A success means you are able to successfully root Fiji to a spot, at least temporarily. Failure means this does not happen and Fiji is going to lunge at you.
Okay. Oh, success with a 16.
You press down on the trigger, point the nozzle at Fiji, and just a stream of thick foam that quickly solidifies into crystalline, hard, sticky, like glue-like material that kind of like secures it to the wall, and the creature begins to hiss and scream and bark at you. The foam is going to hold for not that long. What happens next?
I'm running in with the syringe. Bullets can't kill a fake girl.
The Hail Mary. All right. 82. Make a very, very important speed check for me.
Of course. 82 is it better to have a high stat or a low stat?
High. It being glued to the ground. Actually, we'll say it being glued to the ground lets you roll flat, unfortunately. I think it would have been disadvantage had it not been secured.
Plus mathematics. Because I'm trying to figure out exactly what speed and really what velocity and what angle I need to get at.
I'm going to say no.
Come on, man.
I think on a success, you inject it.
Okay.
On a failure, I'm feeling in my heart of hearts, failure but with a cost being that Fiji is going to try to like bite your head.
That's okay. Fiji could do that. I critical failure. I got a 99.
Okay.
Oh my God.
On a critical failure, I am going to make that worse. 82. You take the syringe. You sprint towards Fiji.
Oh, Christ.
You attempt to stick it in the skin before its rippling muscle shatters the foam around its right arm. And it reaches out and grabs you by the throat. The sudden force knocks the syringe from your hand across the floor, and it is going to pull you in for a bite.
Yum. I'm really healthy right now, so probably it'll be okay. A bite doesn't hurt you if you're healthy.
It's, yeah, it does hit, unfortunately. Okay, 82. You take 8 points of damage as this thing crunches into you. Easy, cool. We'll say that you are currently in the claws of Fiji and the syringe is on the floor. What happens next?
I think FYOOKS just goes, ugh, you really just can't hire anyone useful these days. Fine, I'll save the day again. And he confidently struts forward. He pops his last pill as he's doing it.
Okay, cool. Well,
take another point of damage. I don't even know what his plan is. I think his plan is just to like strongly reprimand Fiji until it kind of is in submission and will easily be able to just be injected. He goes, excuse me, Fiji, I know you maybe are, are baby or really old. I don't really understand it, but, you're still a member of this company, just as your brother over there, and he points towards Mouse, he works decently well for the company. You should try and follow in his footsteps and just be really complacent, okay? So I'm just going to inject you really quick, and it's going to be over, and it's going to be fine. Thank you.
Cool. Make a speed check with disadvantage for me.
Nice. Guess what number I rolled? 82.
Whoa! That is a failure, I think.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Can I try now?
Here's what happens on a failure. You begin to reprimand while gently walking across the room with the syringe. Fiji is going to attempt to throw 82 at you. Fails in kind of a big way. 82, you do still take damage. I'm sorry. This is that critical failure coming to bite you in the ass.
Awesome.
You ask it politely to calm down. It then rears back its arm and throws 82's metal android body across the room and it swings wide, and you're able to quickly step out of the way.
How much damage do I take?
Oh dear. Sorry, I forgot to report. You do take 7 points of damage.
Okay. I took a wound. Is it gore and massive that I'm rolling? It has like all the different options. Okay.
It's gore.
I rolled a 2. My digit is mangled, it says.
Okay.
Classic digits.
Guys, what the fuck is a digit? Is that
Like
a finger?
like a finger,
Fingers.
foot, like toes.
The finger.
Cool. It grabbed you by the hand that you were trying to put the syringe in it with, and that hand is now completely crushed and mangled and unusable.
Ooh, cool.
You're thrown across the room. Who hasn't gone yet? I think Mouse and Toadvine?
Yeah.
I haven't.
I say mouse, go for it, yeah.
I'm going to run. I'm going to try to take the syringe from Richard Fuchs' hand, and I'm going to try to stab Fiji.
Mm-hmm.
I am automatically rolling with disadvantage.
Correct.
I'm going to ask for advantage, given the fact that whereas other people have tried to stab Fiji while also keeping themselves safe, Mouse is full sort of reckless abandon going to try to stab Fiji.
I will let you roll with advantage if you agree to immediately take a wound.
Yeah. So that will cancel out, and I'm just rolling flat. This is a speed check. Is it all right if I add hand-to-hand?
That feels appropriate, yeah. We'll say on a success, you inject and take a wound. On a failure, you fail, take a wound.
On a 6 with my DC of 56, that is a success.
Whoa! Describe this sequence of events.
Mouse puts down his plasma rifle, from which he was supplying suppressive fire with PP Cormac. He looks over to Cormac, his yellow, beady eyes. He goes,
Everyone here, in some way or another, was my best friend.
and on all fours, he begins to run towards Richard Fuchs. Fuchs, I think he scares you a little bit as he wrests the syringe out of your hand and dives towards Fiji.
I take a stress because you touch me, and that is a trait that I have.
A tail swipe breaks through the foam, and a wide horizontal swipe is headed your direction.
Mouse, ducking under it, propels himself directly into Fiji's chest, impaling it as he makes contact. But I think as he does, Fiji wraps its arms around Mouse's back and begins to claw at the flesh there.
Don't do it, mouse!
I will take a wound. This is going to be gore?
Yeah.
I also got my digits mangled.
Shit, okay. You jam your hand into it, and I will say mangled digits is Fiji hungrily bites at your hand, tearing off your fingers. Just you take a wound, your entire hand is gone and bleeding, an empty stump, as the syringe goes into his blood.
My Mothership companion app is telling me that I have triggered a trauma response and that everyone needs to roll a fear save.
Oh no.
Oh, you're a Marine, that's right. Are you panicking?
It says I am, yeah.
Roll a panic check for me, Mouse.
That's a failure. For the next week, whenever someone joins the crew, make a fear save.
Wait, you make a
no
fear
new
save?
additions. Yeah, when someone joins the crew for the next week.
Cool, everybody else make a fear save for me.
I crit fail.
Okay, cool. Take 2 stress, Richard Fucks.
I succeed.
Regular fail.
regular fail.
Succeed. Or fail. Okay. Richard Fucks. So all of you take the associated stress. Richard Fucks, I'd like you to take another one if the app didn't already give you 2. I think on this, all of you watching Mouse dive into the mouth of oblivion immediately enter a state of panic. You all watch as Fiji begins to writhe. Its veins begin to pulse. Something inside Fiji's body is going up in intensity. And I would like to remind you that the thing that serum did is it rapidly increased the direction of aging that Fiji was currently in upon its injection. Fiji was aging up when you injected that serum into it. Fiji begins to expand rapidly. It is going to enter its next stage of life. Just to give a peek behind the screen, Fiji had 4 different states. 5. Infant, young, adolescent, prime, and old. This was Prime Fiji. This next turn, it's going to enter into its old Fiji stat block. You watch as from the back of Fiji's back, clawed hands stick out, and bursting from Fiji's body like an egg is a larger, wrinklier, more hardened-looking terror, absolute fucking monster. Watching all of this, I would like everybody to make a panic check for me.
I succeed. Nothing scares my ass.
I succeeded.
I fail. I gain
succeed.
jumpy. I get a stress, and all nearby crew members gain 2 stress.
Oh my
God.
god.
Cool, all of you gain stress. Richard Fuchs, describe what happens as you get jumpy.
I think I get like God, kill it, we need to kill it, oh my gosh, and he pulls out the flamethrower that I think he still has from PP, and he just starts spewing randomly.
Yeah, it's 2 stress for anyone who is adjacent to him in the room. As a feminine high-pitched scream shatters your ears and fire illuminates all of you. There is going to be one more round before Fiji is completely incapacitated, as it is going to exit old and enter like senile, completely inoperable deathbed state. At the top of this round, you hear over the intercom of the ship, "We are cleared for landing. We are cleared for landing. We are touching down. This is the SS Blackbird touching down." And PP Cormac Toadvine, the rescue shuttle that was going to arrive in about an hour at the start of this session, is touching down on the roof of Barnum Station. And you hear kind of the comms hijacked, and like everything is like blasting this message over and over.
So I'm at a crossroads because Mouse died, or has maybe died, to capture this thing alive. But FYOOKS has given me the order to kill it. And I think that if I kill it, I'm going to be able to save Mouse. So I'm going to open fire.
Make a combat roll for me. Here are the stakes of this. On a success, you roll damage against Fiji. On a failure, Fiji is going to make another attack against Mouse.
Get away from him, you bitch!
Okay, nobody
I
else
failed.
laughed at that. Oh, you failed.
Can I campaign for something out of character where can Fuchs roll some sort of roll to divert the attack to him? Not because he wants to, but because I want Fuchs to die.
You want Fuchs to be horribly mauled to death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colton did really sign up with a goal in mind.
I made this guy the most please kill me in the worst way possible.
This is beautiful. The failure has already been failed, so I think Mouse is going to take a little damage. However, if you would like to take your action this turn to effectively hot swap yourself with Mouse in this life-threatening, perilous situation, I will allow it.
Okay.
Mouse, you do take... so I'm looking for my other D10.
Oh, you only need 1.
5 points of damage.
Don't mean shit to a fella like me.
Ayo.
Borb, I will also say you can roll damage if you'd like against Fiji. I do think your bullets hit. It's just about Mouse is not protected at all in the crossfire. Mouse, you are still restrained by Fiji here in this moment.
That is 17 damage coming out of the gun.
Okay, Richard Fuchs, what would you like to do here?
I think maybe something with him screaming and shooting around the flamethrower aimlessly just really distracts Fiji.
Here's what we'll say. Make a fear save. If you fail, then Colton gets what he wants. And then if you succeed, then Richard Fuchs gets what he wants.
Incredible. I failed. Yes!
You let loose another cowardly, high-pitched, feminine scream. The flamethrower you're wielding completely runs out of juice as you have been holding down the trigger and pointing it directly up for so long. You draw the ire of Fiji, who in this moment, instead of clamping its teeth down in a killing blow around Mouse, swipes around and is going to make an attack on you. It does hit.
Okay.
You take... Jesus. 17 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
That's normal.
All right. Apply damage. I have taken a wound.
You can make a wound roll on the Mothership Companion app.
Oh my gosh, I will make a wound roll on the Mothership Companion app.
Whoa.
A 1. Awesome scar. Fuck yeah.
What? You got awesome scar?
Yeah.
Fuck, what does it look like?
I think it's like just it's a slash down the eye, but it's in a way where it doesn't really disfigure his actual eye at all. He still has perfect vision. It just looks really cool.
Richard. Richard, oh my god.
Richard, that scar is quite suiting for you.
Thank you. Ow.
Cool. Mouse is still in the grip of Fiji, but the ship has just touched down on the roof. What do the rest of you do who haven't acted yet? I think PP is gone. Fucks is gone. The last two are 82 and Mouse. And then we're going to be out of this.
What can 82 do? Is she still like... I guess it was just her hand got hurt.
You're allowed to just say, like, I run. Or, like, I am moral support.
I don't know. Mouse, what are you doing?
I'm probably going to try to sort of slip out of the grip of the weird death monster that is holding me.
Yes, I will help Mouse with this. I forgot that was happening to you, Mouse.
Big fan of that, yeah. Could use all the help I could get.
Is help a mechanic in this game?
If you suggest a way you could help, you might give Mouse an advantage on a future roll.
I would like to take my...
Grab my knob. Grab my knob as full as hard as you can.
Grab your what, Mouse?
Mouse, you're being mauled to death. I would like to... You're being fucking, like, it's trying to get you right now. It's like reaching its hands all over and trying to grip you, and you're scrambling around.
You're moving around it like a squirrel running around
I
a
think
bear.
I'm taking the handle of the pistol that 82 has and just, like, smashing it against the hand that Fiji is holding Mouse in.
Cool. Make a combat roll for me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, 82. Pistol whip that bitch.
Roll. I succeed.
Oh my god.
She's cracked.
You pistol whip Fiji. Mouse, you are briefly flung from its grip and land around the neck of 82.
Away!
She's holding him like a baby, and I guess they're gonna run away.
Cool. Mouse, you technically have a thing left you can do if you'd like.
I shoot Fiji.
Cool, make a combat check.
I roll with disadvantage. That's a
Failure
failure.
means Fiji gets to... Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, sorry, were there repercussions?
Yeah, well, I was gonna...
Fuck, I didn't know.
So, I was
You should have made that clear.
well, I was actually kind of beginning to, like, say them, and then I heard that, like, clatter of dice being rolled on the Mothership Companion app, and I thought, well, damn, I guess that's a wrap. You let a bunch of shots fly, completely missing.
Oh no, don't attack Richard Fucks.
Uh-oh.
Fiji is going to make a parting attack on Richard Fucks.
Yeah! Get his ass!
That's a big success.
Hell yeah.
No! My angel!
To illustrate the scene that's happening before I roll damage, Mouse, you are slung over 82's shoulder in a fireman carry being run out of the room. PP is firing suppressive fire while also running out of the room. And correct me if this sounds wrong to you, because you also get authorial autonomy. I think Richard FYOOKS is maybe just kind of standing there beholden to Fiji.
I think he is doing that, but also he's talking during it. He's sort of like in shock, and so he's going to like his subconscious way of how he deals with every problem, where he's just yelling at Fiji and berating it, and saying that it's not, this is the most disrespectful treatment he's ever received in his life. This is going to go on Fiji's permanent record. Its salary will absolutely be docked.
Cool. How much HP do you have, Richard Fucks?
Currently I have 9.
How many wounds can you take before you die?
So I'm currently at 1, and it says my maximum is 2.
Cool, so the next wound you take means you hit your max, which means you take a death save. Richard FYOOKS, you take 16 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
As Fiji lunges at you like a feral cat, it is going to ask you to make a death save. Frankly, I don't know that the results of that death save will matter. Do any of the three of you go back for Richard Fucks?
No.
No.
Can I? So, is there some sort of will check? Because I would really like to resist my programming.
I think this is like a sanity or body save, maybe. Whatever feels good to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can resist the programming.
Yeah.
Using a sanity save. Are you gonna give me disadvantage, or should I just roll it?
Just roll it flat.
Get advantage. Fuck it.
I failed.
You failed.
Cool. 82, you're running out with Mouse over your shoulder. Mouse, you see sparks fly out of the back of PP Cormac Toadvine's head, and robotically he pivots on his heel and turns back around and marches back into the room with Richard Fox.
Can I leap out to try to like wrestle him away?
Sure. Have you rolled a death save of any kind yet, Colton?
6.
Cool. You have died. You are fully dead.
Woo!
PP Cormac Toadvine, you robotically pivot on your heel, turn around to go back into the room, and just as you do this, Richard Fucqs, would you like to narrate your final moments in the horrible, terrible way that you go out?
I think he is just absolutely screaming at Fiji, and the tirade he's on just starts to devolve even more, where, like, you can tell he's very much losing grip with reality. It starts to be like he's giving like a really bad performance review to Fiji, and as he's doing this, Fiji's giant hands just come together and like grip him by the sides, pick him up, and I think it just puts the top half of him in its mouth and just bites down and just decapitates him and eats his head.
The second I see that, I turn back around and I say, let's get the fuck out of here.
Fiji, screaming, chasing behind you, begins to freeze up as its joints and bones seem to start to lock up, and its skin begins to molt like it's going to move into another transformation, but as it gets halfway down the hallway, nothing bursts from its back, and it begins to slowly crawl, and then it stops and it slumps over. The remaining 3 of you run to the top of Barnum Station, head up to the top floor of the elevator, bing, and outside you are exposed to the pouring rain of the surface of Ede, a place you have not been for a while. And on a helipad in front of you is an aircraft, looks a little bit like a military dropship, with 2 large, like, VTOL thrusters on the side that has landed. You see a bays dropping, and multiple different people with P-Tech insignias holding assault rifles are running out, and you see a couple people grab the 3 of you. One of them seems to be a paramedic and goes, "Are you okay? Are you all okay? Hop aboard the vessel, please. How many more are in there?"
Another wonderful day on the Barnum sub.
One of them goes, "Sir, you may have incurred some minor brain damage. We're going to give you a quick scan if that's all right." And a woman walks down the ramp and looks at the 3 of you and goes, "Where is Richard Fucks?"
It's FYOOKS. And I hold the head out.
You see this woman who has a name tag on it that says Candace Cox. Looks at the head of Richard FYOOKS and goes, "It's just hard to see a member of the family die." And a single tear runs down her cheek.
I didn't do it, ma'am.
"I believe you. You're programmed not to, PP Cormac Toadvine."
Wink.
And the 3 of you are ushered aboard the ship and asked, "Where is Fiji? And are they dead or alive?"
2nd floor, near the air filtration. Dead, I think.
"Well, make yourselves comfortable aboard the vessel. We're going to be evacing shortly."
Do you have a washcloth? I pissed myself back a little bit ago.
I knew it. I knew it.
"Let me ask one of my attendants," and she claps her hands, and another younger, like, mid-20s guy in a very corporate P-Tech outfit comes up. Willie, would you fetch him a rag, please?" Willie goes, "Yes, ma'am." Runs and gets you a rag. A couple other members are ushered out by, like, these, like, P-Tech officers holding assault rifles. But then eventually, you see one of them comes up and goes, "No other high-priority targets are present aboard the station." cleared for takeoff. And it seems that the 2 priority targets were Richard Fuchs and Fiji.
Awesome.
And the thing begins to take off. And Mouse, for the very first time in your entire life, you're flying. You've left Barnum Station.
Oh, I do not like this at all. This is bad.
And as you all fly off, I think we're going to enter a little epilogue here. In the coming days, Fiji's body is harvested. Barnum's PR does a huge cover-up of what actually happened. The 3 of you are probably grilled in a really uncomfortable way into absolutely never leaking any of the information you found. And 82, at multiple points, they do attempt to wipe your hard drive to erase information you saw on the station from your brain. But I think, weirdly, in this moment, some human autonomy begins to bloom in you.
Oh yeah, it does. She resists. You cannot erase those memories.
Finally hit her android puberty.
Yay!
You still hold on to shreds of what happened to you at Barnum. All of you get a significant payout from what transpired here. And I suppose I'd like to ask how you guys spend the money and what you guys do in the weeks or months that follow your escape from the submarine station.
I think Mouse would take his earnings and sort of live a quiet life to himself. He's always been surrounded by the hectic atmosphere of a ship that needs to be cleaned, of vents that need to be minded, of sort of serving others. I think Mouse, once really given the choice and given the means by which to do so, sort of keeps to himself. And we cut to 3 years from now.
Whoa.
As Mouse, all of his fur now gray, huge handlebar, poofy mustache, sits with a cane on the porch of his house, and overlooks the rolling field of his estate.
Oh wow.
That's beautiful. I'll go next. I think that 82 still works for Parent Tech because she's one of their androids. So she just gets put back in some very similar situations, but she's a little bit better equipped this time because she has some of her memories still.
Incredible. I think we cut to a brief scene of you on your first day on the job, next to a coffee machine as 2 employees of the Cerebellum Aquatic Habitat and Research Facility on a different point on Eid, both talking to each other, and one of them goes, "Hey, Android, make me a cup of coffee."
No.
What?
I said no.
What the fuck?
I will make myself a cup of coffee, though, and you may go after me. As she brews up a cup of coffee, but then she realizes that she can't do anything with it, so she just sets it on the counter and walks away, and he probably takes it.
82, you feel like you could take a sip. You're feeling crazy right now.
Okay, she tries taking a sip.
82, you take a sip, and it hurts
It feels
a
so
lot.
bad.
But you gain more than you lose because you take a sip and you look at this man's face and you've genuinely convinced another human being that you were drinking properly from a cup.
That's all it takes to be a real girl.
And he goes, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. You were a real girl.
That's right, bitch. She's also learning how to swear still.
Backhand the shit out of him.
You backhand him, and in the freeze frame, we see the locket around your neck catch the light that says "Happy Birthday, Real Girl." And finally, where does PP Cormac Toadvine go?
Do I have any money left after paying off my debt?
Well, no, I have really good news. So, with all of the money you get from this payout, you are able to pay off a quarter of your debt.
Is it handed to me in cash or is it delivered right to my company debt?
It's handed to you in cash.
Well,
You know what you gotta
I could
do.
either pay off a quarter of it or I could pay it all off. But PP Toadvine has learned his lesson from the last time. So he's not doing slot machines no more. He's doing blackjack, baby.
We cut back to the Vesa Nova and we see PP Cormac Toadvine in another white rhinestone suit.
Hit me. I'm feeling hot.
The cards come down. You lose it all.
Hey, could I start a tab?
And finally, I would end on Richard Fucqs, but we did lose a soldier sacrificing himself to save Mouse, who definitely would have died had you not jumped in. I think, do you want to describe how the death of Richard Fuchs impacts those who were in his life?
I think literally no change.
I think your employees are happier, maybe, than they were.
If anything, it's a net good on the world.
Cool. And then I think for that shot, we end on the belly of P-Tech HQ, and we see Candace Cox standing next to Willie Schatz, who are in front of a large line of cloning tubes where they create all of their corporate overseers for P-Tech, and they pull the lever, and they see a new guy with exactly your face and proportions steps out, and it says Subject 284. And you see Fucqs steps out of the tube, ready to serve.
He steps out and he just goes, I think today is going to be a great day to make some money.
And black out.
Yay! We did it!
Woo.
We did it!
Yeah.